This is Cynical Video Review. I am your host, Eric Hansen.
And I'm your other host, Paul Allred.
And we are here to review some music videos.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so we actually had to redo the video. So we are redoing it now. Now, we have quite the selection for you this week. And once again, I'm kind of worried about this week. I'm mostly worried because Paul has not seen the first video we're going to do. Okay.
And like you were saying before that, one of the most controversial music videos, inspired by last week's Firestarter, actually. So if you haven't watched that one, you can...
Yep. Go back to last week and watch last week, because last week was fun. We did Firestarter by Prodigy, and that's a 90s classic. So we're going back to the 90s again, because this is, I guess you could consider it classic because it was just so weird for the time. So you've seen the videos from Die Antwoord, right?
Right, yes. Mm-hmm.
And I always say it with an accent. How are we saying it in America? Die Antwoord.
Die Antwoord.
The weirdest videos ever, right? I mean, they're just bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
So I think after seeing that kind of stuff, maybe Closer won't be so weird.
Yeah, I've gone back like through some of those Marilyn Manson ones from back in the day.
Yeah,
remembering those were like insane, and then being like, you're trying too hard to be weird.
Yeah. If you go back now, you're like, yeah.
Which is
kind of stretching it.
Which is kind of sad in a way, I guess, because it used to be like so crazy and creepy, and now it's just like,
yeah,
just doing weird things.
Yep. Okay, so we are going to test out Nine Inch Nails' Closer, and it's mostly going to be a reaction video to see what Paul does, and then because he's never seen it, and then it's going to be nostalgia for me because it is so weird. It's so weird. I still remember the first time I saw it. I think I was in high school or whatever, and I remember I like stood there for 5 minutes afterwards, just like, what the crap did I just watch?
Yeah, back to the Marilyn Manson thing. It'll probably be the same thing because my buddy, he recorded that one because it was like their big premiere, Sweet Dreams. And we came home from junior high when that one came out. And I remember we were sitting on the living room floor eating pizza, and then he started, and we watched it about halfway through. I was like, oh.
And you're like, I can't.
I have no appetite anymore.
I can't do this
This
anymore.
is just nuts.
So gross.
Okay. It looks like a House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah, definitely going like total horror film vibe in this thing. Oh, yeah, there it is already. Yeah.
Right out the gate.
Woo!
Spinning eggs.
I do love that.
He's like, what?
And I will say, from a songwriting perspective, this song's awesome. It's so good.
Yeah, it is a good song for sure. And
nope, not gonna lie, it still creeps me out.
Crucified monkey.
Yep.
That is bizarre.
And the like looking off camera and then on camera for some reason weirds me out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But that is cool. I would love to do that in a music video someday.
That is pretty rad.
Just like I'm floating and the circle. There's something super creepy about this video, and I can't put my finger on it. It's brilliant.
What is that? You just like go to the butcher shop, get a couple.
Yeah, just get some meat and cut it in half and call that good.
Would have been interesting to be in the room when they're planning this out.
Yeah. What's the book with the pig's head? I couldn't remember it. Lord of the Flies.
Oh, Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the
right.
Flies. Spinning
Yeah.
Lord of the Flies.
Little robotic spinning one.
I'm not. It's. I think I'm more uncomfortable than you, and I've watched it like 20 times.
Maybe it's because you've already seen it that you're like,
Right, and I'm just like.
yeah, everything is new to me. But now there's 50 Shades of Grey, so that's not really that bizarre anymore, right?
This is true. The BDSM is out of the closet,
Yeah.
so.
It's
Yeah,
pretty normal
and
now,
I guess
apparently.
back then I was like, "What the crap is that?" This is still weird though.
Yeah, this is like sideshow
Yeah, weirdo
show
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
cow tongue.
Oh, is that a cow tongue?
I think so.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, there's the. I'm gonna bleep that out. This will require some extra editing this week.
Yeah, I guess you get to take full reign. You're going to be the secondary director of this video.
Exactly. I'm gonna do the non-director's cut.
The extra cut version.
And I don't know why, but like a bunch of old corporate men in a weird place really creeps me out too. I
Yeah.
have no idea why.
Yeah, that is kind of bizarre.
I don't know. Like I feel like they hit on a bunch of scenes that really just get in my skin like that. But man, the songwriting build-up of this, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it is way cool.
I love this song. It's so good.
Especially with a good set of headphones on.
Yeah. Yeah, when you... this song was made for a good pair of headphones. So, I've licked microphones before, accidentally. It's not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Especially
This is not
in a
open
bar.
mic night. Yeah, open mic night.
Open mic night is
karaoke.
not... And then they'll be like, please don't ever do that again.
Just like, you just bought yourself a mic, buddy. You want to take that home with you?
I'm surprised I haven't seen more floating effects, because this is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so second video. We're moving to pop, and I've got to cleanse the palate. So we're doing just something that's really popular right now. 43 million views. It's
That's crazy.
very, very popular. So this is Noah Cyrus. This is Miley Cyrus's sister, and this is the song "Make Me Cry" featuring Labyrinth.
Yeah, I just this video is like a really it's like a musical like Rent. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought when I was watching this that they were like
They're gonna hook up.
yeah,
right?
that they were gonna hook up.
I feel like this is also music video 101. Okay, we got to stare off into the distance and just be lonely and desperate while we sing.
And the sounds, I'm like, what the heck?
Right? This is weird. It's unique.
Yeah, but the drop and then it sounded like a freaking train
Yeah.
horn blasting through the window.
And at first, I couldn't figure out what they were doing. And then I'm like, wait, they're singing to their boyfriend, girlfriend that are asleep?
Yeah, no, it's
In the
like
middle of the
just-
day?
Just let them snooze. It looks. This girl who's in bed looks like she's still dressed for a party. So it,
It could have been a one-night
Yeah.
stand. And he's just like, yeah.
or it's like they just had way too much fun and she's just trying to sleep it off. And they're like, seriously, get out of
Yeah,
bed.
right?
I don't understand why it invokes so much hate.
Yeah.
Just let them sleep.
Couldn't hear the thunder, but I heard your heart race. Couldn't see the rain. We're too busy making hurricanes.
Yeah.
Love ain't easy.
Okay, now we're just going to roll around on the couch.
Done trying to wake him up. Now you're just gonna sit there and be bored. This reminds me of like my little girl when she tries to get me out of bed in the morning and gets mad because I want like 10 more minutes. She'll just be like, Dad, get up. And probably their reaction after this is very much the same as well.
Yeah.
It's where he's like, I've had enough, I'll
Weird.
jump on the bed.
This is so weird. Like, honestly, I would wake up and be like, okay, I think I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Right?
They're just so deep sleepers. It's like they haven't even stirred, except for this girl who was just like clearly kind of annoyed. And then this was like, that's it. I'm just gonna get up and start throwing stuff around.
Yep. Oh, this is so weird.
It just seems like such an overreaction to the situation that is actually happening.
I know. It's like, our relationship is so hard. Let's destroy the apartment.
It's like, or you could just date someone who likes to get up in the morning.
I'm so lonely. I'm gonna destroy the apartment.
Oh man. And it's like, really, you could have waited an extra hour and they might be up already.
Right?
Set an alarm.
And then you could talk it out with a therapist, and I guess you don't have a music video then.
Huh.
Music video 101, part 2, you have to throw things and be angry.
Yep, it's that tension and the anger when you're doing your little vocal runs. She looked right there like she was almost going to look at the camera, and then she was like, oh, wait.
I never hated you like I do right now. 'Cause all you ever do is make me.
Yeah, there you go.
And there we go. That's it.
it was like, I give
it's
up.
beautiful.
You know what? Why don't you just go?
Yeah, and here
stay
was the
asleep?
point where I was like with you. I was like, oh, they're going to break through the wall and see each other or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
They both like peek their head out the window. Like, oh, you're up. I'm up too. Hey, we have the same sleeping patterns. Let's hang out. So instead, I'm dating this guy who insists on sleeping till 3 p.m. There's the alarm.
All right, where would you go with the 9 Inch Nails one?
So I think because of the originality, it would definitely score higher. However, like, maybe it's because I'm a little cynical, hence the name. I feel like some of it is such a stretch. Like, some of it's like, oh, this is gonna make people cringe. This is gonna make people cringe. Let's toss it all in there. Like,
Yep.
just way too thought out to be cringeworthy and to be gross. That it's like maybe a 7 or an 8. Just because
No, that's good. Like,
I feel like it's trying a bit hard to be creepy and gross.
oh, I think it definitely tried too hard, but at the same time, it still creeped me out.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you try hard enough, you succeed. It's just like that aspect is like, we are going to be a horror film, and then some of the imagery is just like, okay, that's just weird and for no reason and way over the top. But I don't know, that's just me.
That's true. Okay, you have your grades, you have your homework. So this has been Cynical Video Review. We had some great videos this week. We will catch you next week. And this is us signing off.
Have a good one.